children, I am Teacher Sharem, your storyteller for today's video. Our story for today, entitled The Adventures of Kulas Kulasito by Nick Joaquin. So are you ready? Okay. Once upon a time, in a quiet barrio by the river, there's a little boy named Kulas Kulasito. He wasn't the biggest or the strongest boy, but he was certainly the most curious little boy. So, Kulas Kulasito loved to ask questions like, why do roosters crow at dawn? Why does the moon go when the sun comes out? Can you talk to a carabao? So, that's why his Lola would just smile and shake his head. Like she said, "Ay, Kulas Kulasito, you are full of questions." So, one hot summer day, while playing near the river bank, Kulas Kulasito saw a shimmering fish jump to the water. But he wasn't an ordinary fish. It has a golden scale and the eyes like a tiny stars. And Kulas Kulasito just says, "Wow!" And he added that this must be a magic fish. And then he followed the fish into the forest, deeper and deeper, until he found a tiny door until the giant balete tree. Like this. He found a giant balete tree. And you know that it sparkled like a star, and his name carved on it, like Kulas Kulasito in the door. And now Kulas Kulasito knock at the door, like knock knock, and the door opened. And what a surprise! Inside was a talking animals. You know that, children? There's a talking animals and dancing trees. And also, there's a flying carabao named Kalabong. Okay, again, the name of the flying carabao is Kalabong. And he says, "Home up, you needed in the land of the last question." Oh, hey, and you know that the reaction of Kulas Kulasito, he was a blinking eyes. And yes, it were all the question when no one answered them. Says the Kalabong. So, off they flew. So, in the land of lost question, there were clouds shaped like a question mark, and rivers that whispers riddles. But something was wrong. The question was disappeared. And Kulas Kulasito says, "Oh no!" cried the turtle, who spoke like a teacher. "If no one asks questions, the world will stop wondering. And when people stop wondering, they stop learning." So that Kulas Kulasito knew what he had to do. So Kulas-Kulasito knew what he had to do. So he stood on a rock and shouted, "I love asking questions and I'll never stop." And you know that? Suddenly, the skies brightened, the question returned, and the trees clapped their leaves, and Kalabong did enjoy flip in the air. And all the animals cheered up and says, "You save us, Kulas-Kulasito." And when he returned home, his Lola hugged him tight and asking him, "Where did you go, Apo?" And Kulas-Kulasito just grinned and said, "To a place where a question are treasures." And from that day on, he never stopped asking, and the word never stopped answering. And that's the end of our story for today. The title, The Adventure of Kulas-Kulasito. Thank you for watching. See you around. Bye-bye.